Hello, today we're going to do a video about the Ixl Math R.7. So this is for anyone who needs extra help or is just a little confused. What we're going to do is start out by first going to ixl.com. So I'm going to go through, come down here to Google Chrome, type in ixl.com. Oh, helps if I spell it right. And then I'm going to go to math, or I'll click here. I'll go make sure I'm signed in. So that means I want to click sign in at the top, enter in all my stuff if I haven't already. I always want to check for my name in that corner. Then I'm going to come over to learning. On learning, I'm going to go to 4th grade. I'm going to come to the skill that I'm looking for, which it looks like we've got stars that are going to be by those. I'm going to click on R7. Now, the problems that pop up on yours might be different than the problems that pop up on mine. So I'm just going to give you an example of how you're going to solve the ones that come up for me. So on mine, I've got my screen up. On yours, all you'd have to do is have a lined piece of paper so you could show your work on here. Alex made a fruit salad with 1/2 pound of melon and 1/8 pound of berries. How many pounds of fruit did she use in all? So I'm going to go through and I'm going to pull out my key information after I write my important things, which is total, equal, multi. Remember, we ask those because it's a word problem, and whenever we have a word problem, we want to ask those questions to help us decide if we're adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Now, the skill that we're doing right now is add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators. So I know I'm not going to be multiplying or dividing, which makes things easier just from the beginning. Now, that means no matter what, it's going to be no for equal, or sorry, not for multi. It's going to be no for equal. Because no matter what, it's not equal groups. If it was equal groups, then we would be multiplying or dividing. Now, Alex made a fruit salad with 1/2 pound of melon. So I'm going to pull out that key information. I'm going to come over, I'm going to write. I'm going to scoot my board over a little bit. There we go, so you can see it a little easier. I'm going to write 1/2 pound, LBS, to represent pounds, equals melon. And then 1/8 pounds equals berries. Now I've pulled out all of my key information. I just have to finish answering those questions. So, do I have my total? Well, it's asking how much she uses in all. So that tells me right there that I don't have a total, because right now I want to look for in all. In all is asking me what my total will be. So do I have a total? No, I'm looking for it. Is it going to be multiple steps? No. Whenever I don't have my total, I know that I'm adding to find it, so I'm not going to be subtracting. I'm going to end up with 1/2 plus 1/8 equals T for total amount of fruit. However, I need to go through and I need to get a common denominator, because when I have two fractions that I'm adding, I need to have a common denominator. To find a common denominator, I know that my first step is to see if the smaller number goes into the larger number evenly. So does 2 go into 8 evenly? It does. So I have to think, what times 2 equals 8? What times 2 will get me 8? Well, in this case, it's 4. 2 times 4 is going to get me 8. Now, whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So I times the top by 4. And then I'm going to add that to 8 to get my total. That is going to leave me 4/8 plus 1/8 equals t. Whenever I add fractions, whatever I do to the bottom stays there. So my denominator stays the same. So 8 is going to stay the same. 4 plus 1 equals 5. So I have 5/8 pounds. Now, I'm going to go through and I'm going to write that answer in here. So I come over and I do 5, and then I do the slash that's on the same key as the question mark, 5/8, because my numerator is 5 and my denominator is 8. So I do 5/8. I hit submit. Now we're going to do the next problem together. Clear my board so I'm ready. So once again, it's a word problem. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to have total equal multi, add, subtract, and normally I would say multiply and divide, but we know it's not. Since we know it's not either of those things, I'm going to say no to equal groups. And we're going to read the question. A chef of a pizza place uses half a package of pepperoni and 1/6 of a package of sausage. So we have half pepperoni. And remember, these are just your notes, so just keep them easy. I'm not going to spell out pepperoni. I'm going to make my life easier. And then 1/6 of a package of sausage. How much more pepperoni than sausage did the chef use? How much more? So I'm not looking for the total this time. I'm looking to see how much more one is than the other. So I'm not looking for the total. I already have the totals. Yes, I have those totals. And no, it is not going to be multi-step. Since I have the total, I have how much pepperoni he has, and I have how much sausage he used. I don't need to add, I'm going to subtract. Now, it says how much more pepperoni than sausage. Well, that tells me right there that I have more pepperoni than I do sausage. So I'm going to put my bigger number in front because it's a subtraction problem. And this is saying that my bigger number is 1/2. Then I know that I'm subtracting 1/6. And that's going to give me how much more they have. M in this case is standing for more. Now I'm going to go through and I have to subtract, but that means I have to find a common denominator. So I look first to see if my smaller number goes into my big number evenly. So 2 goes into 6 evenly. So I have to figure out what I can do, what I can multiply 2 by to equal 6. Well, 2 times 3 equals 6. So I know that that's going to be my common denominator. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Then I subtract 1/6. And that's going to give me how much more I have. Now I'm going to do the math for my parentheses first. So 2 times 3, that got me my common denominator of 6. And 1 times 3 is 3. So I have 3/6 minus 1/6. And that's going to give me the difference between the two numbers, or how much more. It's another way to think of it when you see more is difference. What's the difference between those two numbers? And we know that difference is the answer when we subtract. When we subtract fractions, our denominator does not change. So 6 is still going to be our denominator. And 3 take away 1 is 2. So it has 2/6. He used 2/6 more packages. Once again, I'm going to come back over here, going to put in 2, and then that /6, submit. My smart score went up because I got it done. Doesn't matter how fast you do it. It matters how many you do and if you are accurate with them. I'm just going to do one more for you. So this one, I have a word problem. So I'm writing total equal multi. And I could leave those up, but I try and erase them every time just so it gets me in the habit of doing it every time, just like I have you do when you're doing it on a piece of paper. You can do your work on a whiteboard or you can do your work on a piece of paper. That's totally fine. I have my scratch paper here as well, so I can do it either way. Now, I know that it's not going to be equal because I only am adding and subtracting. This whole skill is only adding and subtracting. Carmen went to the salon and had 1/4 of an inch of hair cut off. The next day, she went back and asked for another 1/2 inch to be cut off. How much hair did she have cut off in all? Whoa. Carmen sounds really needy. She's very particular about her hair. So today, let's say F for the first day, she had 1/4 cut. The second day, and the reason why I said F and S is because if I did today and tomorrow, it would both be T's, so that wouldn't be helpful. So the first day she had 1/4 cut. The second day she had 1/2 cut. And how much hair did she have cut in all? In all means we're looking for a total, so we don't already have one, and it's not multi-step. Since we're looking for the total, we can eliminate subtraction, and we're going to be adding 1/4 plus 1/2 equals the total. Now, it says write our answer as a fraction or as a whole or mixed number. So we're going to see what we end up with because you guys know how to convert fractions. So first I need to add these up, but I don't have a common denominator, so I have to fix that. I look and see if my smallest number goes into my biggest evenly. It does. So I'm going to have 1/4 plus 1/2. What do I have to do to 2 to make it equal 4? I have to times it by 2. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. And that's going to equal my total. So I have 1/4 plus 1 times 2 is 2 over 2 times 2 is 4, which is going to equal my total. When I add fractions, my denominator does not change, so my denominator is still 4. 1 plus 2 is 3. So I have 3/4 equals my total. I'm going to come back over. I'm going to type in a 3/4. Remember that slash is the same one on your question mark. All right, I'm going to submit it. And you're going to go all the way through and answer as many problems as you can until On this one, I want you to get 80% or better. Thanks, guys.